I agree with that. And then I can revoke his bond on cases that are being dismissed. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I agree 100%. He needs to hear something he hasn't heard yet, but I don't think he can hear it.
I agree.
Which is why I wanted the mental health evaluation, and there's no doubt in my mind that he's playing games. All right. There's no legitimate reason to email the video to. I'm not asking questions of you, Mr. Bright. You're better off if you don't say another word while you're here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll dismiss the cases. I'll accept the nollie-cross, but I just don't see where it makes any sense for me, because if I enforce the bond, I'm revoking the bond. He's going to jail, and that makes no sense. He needs treatment, not jail.
I totally agree.
He sent a video in the previous one. There was a previous one where he did a video. I forwarded it to everybody
Is
sometime.
that the 14?
Probably around April. Yeah, it's on the phone. I didn't
What
bring
was the video?
a city council meeting involving litigation.
That was sent to Higgins also.
Yeah, sent to Higgins.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna mention this.
Mr. Giordano.
Sir.
Gentlemen, I understand we're here to talk about two things today. One, bond violation. One is bond violation, and two is there's going to be some dismissals on file.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can we start with those?
Yes.
We're ready to go.
Bring them.
And we're gonna drop the charges without prejudice. Getting a call from Rocco Rossi saying they're bringing juries. That's why I keep sending you messages. No, they're resisting, obstructing, causing injury to police officers. And then the stalking is a misdemeanor.
Why don't we do it this way? Let Mr. Bright know that I've called the file, and if he doesn't come in, I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest.
By the way, we're having a screening of Cape Fear at my house this evening. If you'd like to join, Judge.
Oh, that is a good movie.
And then Pacific Heights.
Gentlemen, your appearances on the People versus Bright, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Mulata, on behalf of the City of Lincoln Park.
Secretary, Your Honor, Sarah, 26186.
Thank you.
Hearing on behalf.
All right.
Brian Bright.
Thank you, Mr. Bright. All right, so go ahead.
So, Your Honor, I filed a motion for an order to show cause, and that's based on the fact that I'm sure the court recalls that when we were here last, the court released Mr. Bright from custody and on specific bond conditions.
I thought we were going to start with something else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we are going to. There is going to be a motion to dismiss in the interest of justice, since Mr. Bright has felony charges that have already been bound over.
Okay.
So we'd like that be dismissed without prejudice in the case that we need to.
Is that all pending charges that are in this court?
In this court, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And we have no objections to this.
All right. So if you're going to motion to dismiss, do we have to have a bond violation discussion?
I wanted to bring it to the court's attention. I think it's serious, the fact that Mr. Bright has been emailing the mayor of the City of Lincoln Park after the court ordered him, as a condition of his release, not to have any email contact or any contact with these folks. In fact, he's emailed them. He's emailed the Mayor Higgins, back in May after the court gave its order,
right,
as well as recently as yesterday, June 5th. He sends videos. He sends.
I think I also ordered a mental health evaluation as part of bond, didn't I?
Did.
Yes, Your Honor, and he did comply, Your Honor.
Did he?
He went to the guidance center, Your Honor, and the guidance center was going to provide him services, Your Honor. Mr. Bright was under the impression that it would probably be better off if he received assistance from the forensic center. And I said that's something that he needs to talk about with his felony attorney, because in this matter, competency wasn't an issue. There was a previous competency hearing.
I'd like to see the results of the evaluation.
Yeah. And Mr. Bright, did you do an evaluation with the guidance center?
Attorney advised me to stand. If you want to talk to me outside, sir, I would love to talk to you outside in privacy. You can have all the information to present to the judge.
And Your Honor, in pursuant to the bond violation was clearly that he was not to contact any city officials for non-business purposes. There is a pending current claim in the City of Lincoln Park, a claim that has not been into a lawsuit, but there is a pending claim with him. He was contacting the mayor this hours in order for him to discuss that claim. He understands that matters revolving this case aren't to be contacted, and any victims or anybody who's a part of this case should be contacted. He did email, he acknowledges emailing the mayor, but for business purposes pursuant to a claim that has been filed civilly against the city of Lincoln Park. Your Honor, I'm handing this to your court officer. To show proof that he went to the guidance center and that he does have verification and such.
This shows he's got an appointment today.
That's what I see on the actual council.
It's rescheduled for Wednesday.
Okay, so this doesn't show that there was an evaluation done.
It's scheduled, sir. Psychiatric is.
So you didn't do what I told you to do.
It's scheduled for the 10th, sir.
I'll take that as a no. You didn't do what I told you to do.
How am I supposed to get a schedule? How am I supposed to schedule for them? They take care of the scheduling.
When did you contact Guidance Center, sir?
Immediately, Your Honor. We contacted him immediately after his release. His mother and him contacted me. He went to the guidance center. At first, they didn't want to provide. They wanted to know exactly what he was seeking it for. And so I advised him general mental health, a general mental health referral. And I believe this is what happened next time, where they gave him these to come in at 6:10 at 1 p.m. with Dr. James. And Your Honor, I have shown the prosecution the bond condition where it says that you only to contact for business purposes during business hours, which that's exactly what he was doing, attempting to contact the mayor regarding this claim and regarding the claim. And that's all we have to say about the bond condition. And again, we have no objection to dismissal.
When did I order the mental health evaluation? What date?
That would be, Your Honor, the mental health evaluation was ordered upon his release at his last court date, Your Honor. I don't have that date. Yeah. Yeah.
So April 25th.
When you asked him, Your Honor, to go to the guidance center within 2 weeks, which he did, and these were the dates that he was given after his visit to the guidance center.
Your Honor, as the victim, may I address the court?
What happened to the guidance and the paperwork I just had? Did I give you that guidance center report back?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
Your Honor, Mr. Zelenak would like to address the court based
Sure.
on his experience.
for Zelenak, Your Honor, I'm listed as the victim in this case. It needs to be addressed to the court that this was the same scenario, or what one might call a three-card Monte, when these charges were initially dismissed against Mr. Bright in the 28th District Court, and he was scheduled that day for emergency inpatient intake at the guidance center, which he failed to complete at that time also. And that's one of the reasons why the charges were filed, in addition to his continued preponderance in sending information to the city of Lincoln Park, sending the city attorney emails in the middle of the night, making references being gone within 7 days, which is the basis of the claim and the charge in the 36th District Court and the 3 felonies downtown. My concern would be, as the victim in this case, that we are exactly where we were in Southgate several months ago on the same charges with the same presentation, and Mr. Bright still has failed to go to the guidance center, which would get him in immediately based upon the preference he was given. So I'm not sure whether it's truthful or not, but the court should know that what he contacted the mayor with was a video of myself, me, the victim, at a city council meeting in 2008, at a city council meeting saying, would you take him as your witness? Would you support him as your witness? That appears to have nothing to do, at least in my opinion, as a victim, with his purported civil claim, which is just a series of correspondence between Mr. Bright and John Gillooly from the Garen Lukow firm in the Michigan Municipal League about a purported claim for $20 million against the city of Lincoln Park. If the court can draw that conclusion, then my position would be, we are at a point that he did not violate the bond. But to me, that is a violation of the bond because he referenced me, the victim in this case, in his attempt to contact the mayor. And then a second follow-up concerning some purported complaint he wants to file against the mother of his child on a destruction of property charge, which is beyond the ordinances in the city of Lincoln Park. It's a 2-year statute, and he'd have to go to the county prosecutor. He's been sent down there on that. So
Are you involved in the $20 million lawsuit in any way?
no, I'm not sure. Lawsuit. There's just a letter where he demands $20 million for being mistreated by the court and by the city.
Okay.
So there's no litigation. However, it was an email to Mayor Higgins that featured a video of a council meeting from 2008, where I was being addressed and addressing the council. So I fail to see as a victim how that has anything to do with this 20 million claim he has against the city of Lincoln Park. I just think it's warranted to point out to the court that we're at the same juncture. And I'm asking as the victim that these charges be dropped, not to burden the court because of the felony charges, but Mr. Bright, for all he professes to be a victim himself here or innocent, has manipulated the system again. We're right at the same point we were in front of Judge Mullins 3 to 4 months ago.
Except, Your Honor, that there are felony charges pending. They're hanging over.
That's true.
In Frank Murphy.
So
With their own separate bond conditions that he must abide by and with their own separate things. And Your Honor, just a brief response. I understand Mr. Zelenek's concern, but I just want you to understand the argument. The argument was that this video links to him because it shows him. He wasn't contacted. He contacted someone, the mayor, who is per se a member to this claim that's been filed, showing him as a victim, but not contacting the victim. The no contact and the bond condition was not to contact any victims for non-business purposes. They weren't contacted. The mayor was contacted during business hours with his concerns.
And the video that he's referring to was sent prior to this case being initiated. So I don't, if you would compare emails, we could get to the bottom of it.
Well, here's my problem. Procedurally, if the cases are being dismissed, there's no reason talking about bond. I'm not going to enforce a bond on cases that are going to be dismissed. I mean, just,
That's why.
if you don't want to dismiss, then we'll talk about bond. But if you're going to dismiss, I don't think it makes any sense to talk about enforcing a bond on cases that are being dismissed.
I understand. I brought it to you as a criminal.
I understand that. I understand that.
That's why I did it that way. Thank you.
So,
I don't want to talk to him.
sit,
Your Honor, make one further comment as the victim, because I cautioned Mr. Bright when previously the victims were the city of Lincoln Park and the 25th District Court, that if he continued the nonsense of emailing people, which he did to me, referencing family members, making threats requiring personal protection orders, threatening the court clerk in the 24th District Court, which presided over his previous criminal trial with the conviction, that if he did it again, we'd be right back here, and we are here again today. And I am comfortable as the victim in not only crossing these 3 charges, but other than non-institutional justice. Mr. Bright needs to learn a lesson that you go to the psychiatrist, you do what you're told to do by the court. I don't want to burden this court with enforcing that. There are different conditions downtown. I do not want to proceed as the purported victim in these cases. I'm asking the special city attorney to not only cross these matters, but Mr. Bright needs to hear this in plain English, and he needs to stop being babied or pansied by his parents or whatever his support group is to continue this conduct. What does it take to understand you don't put your fingers on a keypad, send emails to the mayor? It's all balderdash to claim that by sending the mayor a video of me from a council meeting 15 years ago or 16 years ago is relevant to this case or his claims against the city. And that's all I have to say. And I would ask this prosecutor to drop the charges today, Your Honor. And the court has addressed it properly, but Mr. Bright needs to hear that nonsense comes to an end at some point.
Yeah, so as far as what the court could do now, I believe the court has the inherent authority under the case that I cited in my brief to find, to hold the hearing and find him in contempt.
I agree with that. And then I can revoke his bond on cases that are being dismissed.
Understand.
It makes no sense to me. I mean, I agree 100%. He needs to hear something he hasn't heard yet.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can hear it.
I agree.
which is why I wanted the mental health evaluation, and there's no doubt in my mind that he's playing games. All right, there's no legitimate reason to email the video to, I'm not asking questions of you, Mr. Bright. You're better off if you don't say another word while you're here.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I'll dismiss the cases, I'll accept the nollie pros, but I just don't see where it makes any sense for me, because if I enforce the bond, I'm revoking the bond, he's going to jail, and that makes no sense. He needs treatment, not jail.
Right, I totally agree. So I guess some of these issues will need to be addressed with the court case before now. The circuit court.
I hope they get addressed. Because he's not gonna just change his view of reality. Good luck downtown, Mr. Bright.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I can't.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That's it.
Taylor, I'm not even
Thank you,
sure.
Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you, gentlemen.
Your Honor, I did bring my daughter today. You said start.
No, I think what I told you, start sending her, let her start working. You couldn't do this for him.
No, this.
I think I'm gonna see you on Monday, Judge. I'm gonna see you Monday, have a preliminary examination.
Yes,
Oh, we do?
Yeah, so. I'll
Okay.
see you then.
You're gonna hold an exam. The last guy he tried, how long did Kwame go to prison for? Till he was released.
Really, like 8 years, but we're supposed to go for longer.
This guy's terrific at jury trials. That's why the city hired him. He's now our jury specialist.
I used to represent the United States, now I get to represent the city of.
Well, you're moving up.
I'm moving up, for sure.
That's the new
No,
movie.
it is an actor.
Yes, bad accent.
I've always been.
I said everything in front of me, and they said yes, so.
Just thank you. Sorry, Alec, was it too long?
No, that's all right.
yeah.
I wish he could hear. He's not hearing.
Yeah.
You probably should give me an open mic. I'll go all day.
Oh, you're an entertainer.
Police Court, James Bennett appearing for on behalf of the airport, please.
Yeah, Mr. Flint, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good
Mr.
morning.
Mena, what have you worked out with Mr. Flint?
Mr. Flint is just going to plead guilty to possession of a controlled substance, Your Honor.
Guilty straight up?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Flint, did you read your rights form, sir?
Yes.
You understand your rights and the options those rights present to you?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
Did you, on July 7, 2018, come in contact with airport authority officers at Metro Airport?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have something in your possession you should not have had?
Yes.
What was that?
Marijuana.
Thank you. Mr. Mena, satisfied with the plea?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any sentencing position from the people?
Not at all, Your Honor. We'll leave it totally to discretion of the court.
Thank you. Mr. Flint, where have you been since 18? You been laying low? This is an old
No.
file.
House hopping.
What's that?
House hopping.
Okay. And what are you doing now? You working?
I'm currently looking for one, where I found one.
What do you got lined up?
It's a janitorial job at Target.
Okay. And are you living on Moore Street in Inkster?
No.
What's your new address? Did you already give it to one of our clerks this morning?
Yes.
Okay, where are you at? You don't have to give me the actual address, but which community you're living in?
Inkster.
Inkster still? Okay. All right. All right, well, off topic a little bit. Wander in here, 34th District Court on Wayne Road in Romulus. Get in here someday and talk to Avery Taylor. Mr. Taylor. Just like
Okay.
Taylor, Michigan. Just think of Mr. Taylor.
He's actually right downstairs, Judge. Mr. Flint is. He came in
Oh,
person.
Mr. Flint? Oh, you're in our building. All right. Then
Yeah.
before you leave, I didn't recognize the room. Before you leave the building, go outside and talk to Mr. Taylor and ask him what jobs are available in our area. He keeps a list of people that are hiring. So he might have a good one for you.
Okay.
All right. Anything you want me to know? You got a driver's license? You
No,
good there?
no.
What do you have to do to get your license straight?
Right now, I have no idea.
All right. Have you ever had one?
Yes.
All right. So you're suspended. You just don't know why. Probably have to pay some money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you today?
No.
All right. Fines and costs on this file, $400. I'm going to leave it to you to go out to that front counter where you're going to talk to Mr. Taylor about possible jobs, and same places where you're going to talk about your options to get this file closed.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We got anything else ready? Good morning, Miss Medina.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, my client should be out of the breakout room. She was going to be leaving our breakout room. It's just going to be an adjournment. I believe Sammer requested discovery in this matter.
Is that Kirkland?
Yes.
Crystal, Sammer's not on it anymore. It's a show cause. She failed to appear. So am I adding Sammer back on it?
No, we could just set it for another date for me, then I'll just follow up with Sammer. Somebody should have disco is my point. So yeah, we could just set it for me then. That's fine if that's the case. And I'll just follow up with Sammer.
What's our next date?
December 1st at 9 a.m.
Perfect. December 1st, 9 a.m.
Who's that with?
You on Zoom.
All right, Miss Kirkland, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, that date work for you, December 1, 9 a.m. Zoom?
Is that a Tuesday or a Monday?
It's a Monday.
I'm sorry?
That's a Monday. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, we'll mail you a notice.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much, Your Honor. Heather, if you could put me in with whoever else was here next, please. I'm trying to figure out being able to have a desktop here.
Yep.
Thank you.
I don't. You can't go back into your meeting room.
Oh, yeah, I can go back into my meeting
Yeah,
room.
and then
yeah.
I'll throw somebody in there with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mena, did I lose you?
Of course, Judge, I step off for 1 second and
About that. Your appearance for the airport.
good morning, James Mena appearing on behalf of the airport police.
Thank you. Mr. Conklin, can you hear me okay? You're muted, sir.
Can you hear me now?
I can. You lost your camera, but I can hear you all right. There
Can
you
you
go.
see me?
Yep,
Okay.
you're good. You're good. Mr.
All
Mena,
right.
what are we doing for Mr. Conklin?
I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Conklin, Your Honor. This was a checkpoint violation. It'll be, I've offered him plea under 771 for a period of 3 months. Assuming he pays his court fines and completes no criminal cases during that 3 months, the charge would be dismissed, and then he can contact the police department to retrieve his firearm.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Conklin, you understand your rights and the options those rights give you today.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
I believe so.
Up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 90 days in jail.
Okay.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right. And on October 11, 2025, did you find yourself at Metro Airport at a checkpoint?
Yes, I did.
And at that time, did you have in your possession a firearm that you were not authorized to have at that location?
I wasn't aware that it was with me, but I did have it, yes.
All right. Mr. Mena, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Conklin, anything else you want me to know before I set the terms of your sentence?
Just that, a little bit about myself, I guess. I was in education for almost 50 years. I'm an elder in the church. I'm a county commissioner. This isn't something I would have done intentionally or anything else. It's just, we missed it when we packed that
Yeah.
suitcase.
Yep. Believe it or not, it happens quite often.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. All right, anything else, sir?
No.
All right, I will go along with the prosecutor for 3 months. Can you stay out of trouble for another 3 months?
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
All right, court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. I see you're quite a ways from the court, so you're probably not gonna pay this in person. Can you pay that online, or you want to do it old school and send us a check?
No, I can pay it online. You take credit cards?
Yeah, there's a third-party vendor that processes those, so there is a fee on that. I'll
Okay.
give you 5 days to get that done.
All right.
Any questions?
No.
All right. You have a great day, sir.
Hey, thank you very much. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Bye.
All right, anybody else got anything ready? You're all set, Mr. Coughlin.
All right, so I can just sign off?
Yes, sir.
How do we pay that?
Will somebody call me so I can pay that, or?
You have to do that through our website, sir. Just internet search 34th District Court, Romulus, Michigan, and the payment options come up.
All right, thank you. Thanks again.
Good luck.
You have.
Crystal, do you need to be moved around?
Nope, I just need a date for my client that should have left the breakout room because he also has to get some information for me on his plate.
Who's
All
the
right.
client? What's the name?
Your Honor, I really don't know how
It's
to pronounce it.
KASHUKAU. And also,
got it.
and then we also have Mr. Meering, MEIR, when we're ready.
Okay, perfect. I'll go right after this. I'll go back into my room.
All right. Is it Kazukauskas? How do you say it?
Yes, Kažukauskas.
Say it again.
Kažukauskas.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
We're going to adjourn this till what date?
December
December-
1st.
Yes, Your Honor, and my client understands he'll be in contact with me prior to that date.
What time, Heather?
9 a.m.
All right, sir, we will mail you a notice.
Okay.
Any questions?
Not right now, but I did not get a chance to provide more information, valuable information regarding this violation, but I'm gonna provide everything to a Crystal. So
Yep.
Yep, that's correct, sir. That's why we're getting that other date, so you can give me everything and I have a chance to speak to the prosecutor ahead of time, okay?
okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
And what are we doing for Seth Myring?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Joey Phillips on behalf of Mr. Myring.
Good morning, gentlemen.
He was a checkpoint violation. According to the prosecutor, he was willing to extend a 771 with a 3-month period, fines and costs, and then at the end, he could make arrangements to retrieve his firearm.
All right. Mr. Myring, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
All right. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
Have you discussed your rights and options with counsel?
Yes.
And you understand all those?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right. August 27, 25, were you at Metro Airport?
Yes.
At a checkpoint?
Yes.
At that point, did you have a firearm in your possession that you were not authorized to have there?
Yes, sir, I did. I was unaware it was in my bag.
All right, gentlemen, are you satisfied with the plea?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Phillips, what should I know about your client before I sentence?
My client's a young man, Your Honor. I don't believe he has any prior criminal violations. This was seriously just a lapse in judgment. He was at the shooting range the day prior. He thought he had all the firearms out. He just missed one, and he regrets that situation. He's also already taken care of his TSA violation fine as well.
What'd they hit you for that, Mr. Myring? I haven't heard about one of those in a while.
It was $4,900, but if I paid it by a certain date, then I only had to pay 50%. So it was, I think, $2,470.
Boy, that's an expensive one. All right. Are you working, sir?
Yes, I work for myself.
What do you do?
I do content online. I'm an influencer.
Okay. Okay. All right. Firearms related?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Anything else I should know?
No, sir, I don't believe so.
All right, I will delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you do that today online?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Phillips?
Your Honor, will there be a new court date to come back for a noli
No.
date or, okay,
No, we'll just dismiss this on our own unless we do a criminal history check and think he's got some new charges, then we'll send a notice.
okay. And my office will receive a copy of that notice if that happens to come about.
Say that again?
My office will receive notice if that happens.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
All right, have a great day, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Thank
you
you.
as well, Your Honor.
Can you hear me?
That's fine, thank you. Miss Medina?
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Vollmer. Your Honor, my client is prepared to plead guilty to a checkpoint violation. The agreement is that it would be for a 3-month delayed sentence, Your Honor. We would ask the court to adopt that, and that my client would be able to get back his firearm once that period is complete.
Mr. Vollmer, you understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes,
Do you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
yes,
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
yes,
Sir, did you show up at the airport, Metro Airport, October 1, 25?
yes,
Were you at a checkpoint at the airport?
yes,
At the checkpoint, did you have in your possession a pistol that you were not authorized to have there?
unknowingly, yes,
Miss Medina, Mr. Mena, satisfied with the facts?
Satisfied.
I will accept the plea. What should I know about Mr. Vollmer before I sentence?
Your Honor, this is another incident that it was a complete mistake on his part. He has accepted responsibility for his actions on that day, Your Honor. I would ask that the court impose fines and costs.
Thank you. Mr. Vollmer, anything you'd like to add before I set the terms of sentence?
no,
All right, can you stay out of trouble for 3 more months?
I certainly can.
All right, I'll delay sentence for 3 months in keeping with the agreement with the prosecutor's office. No new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. Can you pay that online today?
Yes,
All right, any questions for Miss Medina, sir?
no,
Have a lovely day.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, sir.
2186 appearing on behalf of Mr. Barnes. Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Barnes will be pleading to an amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Barnes, did you discuss your rights with Mr. Jadala?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options those rights give you today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge today?
Yes, Your Honor.
November 9, 2024, were you operating a vehicle at or near Metro Airport?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jadala, you satisfied?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll dismiss the original charge. What should I know about Mr. Barnes before I sentence?
Your Honor, he was arraigned on this case, Your Honor, after we resolved the case at a different jurisdiction at the 34th District Court. This was one, when we worked that case, I had him go to the Secretary of State, Your Honor. He pulled his record and he thought he was done. But on that day, he was told, hey, there's this airport case. So he was under the impression he was done and he was on his way to getting his license. This popped up, and now, Your Honor, he just wants to do the responsible thing, take care of this matter also, Your Honor, so he can have his license.
All right, so he's pretty close to getting it back.
Absolutely, Judge.
Mr. Barnes, are you working?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm working right now.
Who do you work for?
Wahlburger.
Construction? Oh, the
Wahlburgers
restaurant,
at-
Wahlburger. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
How long you been there?
A good 2 months, closing
Okay.
on my third month right now.
All right.
Finding day.
Good luck with your license. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
We just asked for minimal fines and costs since he is trying to do his best to get his license back.
So you think you'll have your license back in a couple of weeks, a month? What are you thinking, Mr. Barnes?
I thought I deleted all the warrants 3 weeks ago. I promise you. I thought like I was gonna get back like a minute ago. And yeah, so I'm just trying to pay it all off like right now. I have money to pay it.
All
Whatever,
right,
whatever.
but that didn't answer my question. What's your time frame? When do you think you'll have your license?
3 weeks ago, I went to the Secretary of State when I deleted my last 3 warrants in Taylor, and they told me I needed to make a an appointment. I couldn't walk in Secretary of State no more,
Okay.
and that I'm working 6 days, and then my Saturday they're off. So like I really thought I was already gonna get it 2 weeks ago. I was actually trying to pay for a ride to go to Secretary of State and get my license reinstated. That's literally my thought was I'm
Okay.
late.
All right. Anything else you want me to consider, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Within the
Okay.
5 days.
Okay. All right. Any questions for Mr. Jadala?
You said, can you like be specific? You said, I have, what was the work program or
4
instead
days
of
on the
going
court
to-
work program, which is scheduled as an alternative to jail. So
Okay.
you pick the days and then you come in, got to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. You work what works out to be usually a 5 or 6 hour day.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Okay. Yes, so I just go to the court and then pay the fine
Yep.
and
Go
tell
to the
them.
court when you come in to pay, tell them you got 4 days to schedule.
Okay.
Don't have your name in the system.
And it's just only 4 days. Can I bump them out
Yep.
4 days in a row?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Good luck.
Thank you so much. All right.
Absolutely.
Have a great day. Mr. Jadala, who's next?
Your Honor, I have Mr. Dante Wade.
Wade?
Correct.
Go ahead. Mr. Wade, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, respectfully, Samer Jadala, appearing on behalf of Mr. Wade. Your Honor, after speaking with the airport attorney, Your Honor, Mr. Wade will be pleading as charged to violation of the rules and regulations, but it will be taken under 771.1 under advisement for a period of 6 months.
6 months. Thank you.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Wade, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel?
Yes, sir.
Understood those rights and the options they present to you?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
August 22nd, 2025, were you at Metro Airport?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what rule or reg you violated?
Lost and found policy.
All right, so you found something and you didn't turn it in, you just took it for your own?
I was in a rush and I forgot to write it up and take it to the lost and found.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jadal, you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor. I also want to let the court know, Your Honor, that the person did retrieve their belongings.
Good, good. All right. And which restaurant were you working at, Mr. Wade?
You said a restaurant?
Yeah.
I was at Avis Car Rental.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you lose the job?
Yes, sir.
Are you working now?
Yes, sir.
Where at?
Amazon.
Good. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence?
No, sir.
All right, I will go along with the recommendation of the prosecutor, 6-month delayed sentence. During that time period, stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. I'm assessing 3 days on the court work program as an alternative to jail and court costs $400. Can you pay that $400 today?
I could pay $200.
All right, you're gonna do that online? Or you want to come in?
I could come in and do it.
All right. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to give you 5 days to get in here, schedule your 3 days on the work program, make your payment and make arrangements for the balance.
Okay.
You got all that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Jadala before I terminate?
No, sir.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Next, Mr. Jadala.
And I have Mr. Gerald Turner.
Turner.
Correct.
Mr. Turner, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Counsel,
Good
what do we
morning.
got for Mr. Turner?
Your Honor, at this time, we're just respectfully requesting a final pretrial where the witness must appear.
December 1st. Sorry.
Thank you.
9:10.
Is this a live docket?
Nope, that's a Zoom.
All
I
right,
don't know where
so
he lives.
I got Mr. Turner and Romulus.
Okay, then we can do December 4th at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock? All right, so complainant to appear. Mr. Turner, December 4, 9 a.m., my courtroom, understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll send you notice. Any questions for your attorney before I terminate the meeting?
No, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you. I get the number, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Mr. Jadala, that catch you up?
I believe so, Your Honor. I just wanted to check the breakout room, make sure nobody else squeaked in.
Thank you. Mr. Balk, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
I assume so. I don't know where they went. Yes. Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Mena, what are we doing for Mr. Balk?
He's going to plead responsible double parking with a $250 fine, and the original misdemeanor would be dismissed.
Mr. Balk, is that your agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you pay the $250 today?
I can, if needed to.
Okay, well, according to court rules, fines and costs are due today. So if you're
Okay.
able to do that, I'd like it done today. You're going to do that online?
Yes. Where do I need to go to pay?
Just Google or internet search 34th District Court in Romulus, and your payment option will come up. As soon as that's paid, we'll dismiss the misdemeanor.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Enjoy your day.
This courtroom moment wasn't loud, but it was deeply intense. The case started with something unusual. Charges were actually being dismissed. But even then, the real issue wasn't over. The prosecutor raised a serious concern. The defendant had violated bond conditions by contacting city officials, including the mayor, even after being clearly ordered not to. Emails, videos, repeated contact, it all pointed to one thing. He wasn't following the rules. The defense tried to explain it as business communication, but the judge wasn't convinced. Then came the deeper concern, mental health. The court had already ordered an evaluation, but it hadn't been properly completed. That changed everything. The judge made a powerful statement. This isn't just about punishment. This is about understanding reality. He even said sending those emails made no logical sense. And in the end, instead of sending him to jail, the judge chose something different. He dismissed the case, but made it clear that the real issue still exists. Because sometimes the problem isn't legal, it's personal and much more complicated. Now, think about this.